Hello. We gonna get down to the nitty gritty on why people don't want to get married and why they should. I'm not gonna be all long winded and everything. Well, you never know. You know how I am. But before we start, I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit that bell notification. I need you to comment below. I need you to give me a thumbs up. And I need you, of course, what? Share this video because everybody needs to know why people are scared to get married and the good things about being married. So what? See how quick I am? But so one, I think a lot of people are scared to be married because they don't know what to expect from marriage because married people have scared them away and they got a divorce or they're arguing or they have a sexless life. There's just so many different things and they're just like, you know what, I don't want to fail. I don't want to go through all that. And the first thing I want to say is if you're still together and you're working it out, it did not fail. It failed if you got a divorce. And sometimes you can't even help that. It failed because it takes two people to tango. It takes two people to work out a marriage. So that's one. The other one is they don't really want that strong commitment because they really take that vow seriously and they be like, I don't know if I just want to be with one person. I don't know if I just want to be with you. Oh, you didn't think about that. I got to tilt it a little bit more. Sorry. There you go, you guys. So, yeah. So, you got that on your mind. And you never think, oh, like the guy is not asking me because he doesn't want to be with me. We've been together for 10 years. Yeah, but you still haven't committed to that. And, people always go, it's because they already got the cake. So, why, they're already eating the cake. So, why buy the cake when you're getting it for free? And I get all that. But a lot of times, you won't, even if you eat the cake before, and you still gonna want to buy it because you don't want nobody else to have the cake. This way you're like, hey, it is what it is. So I always say they either scared of the commitment because they take their vows very seriously, or they just not wanting you. Think about it. So those are the things that you gotta say to yourself. If I'm not worth being committed to, this is for guys and girls. This is not just for the girls. If I'm not worth being committed to with the vows, a ring on the finger to say I do, then I need to move on to somebody else because I'm going to spend too much time with you and then realize there's not much. And you can go, well, we can have a long relationship and be together 30, 40 years. Yes, so let's talk about that. Because I hear that all the time too. Yes, we can be together for a long time in 30, 40 years. Why ruin it with marriage? That's like saying, this cake is really good. Why top it with frosting? You could do your light frosting, you could do a caramel glaze, you could do whatever. Why toss it with powdered sugar or anything else? It doesn't make sense. Some people like plain cake, yeah, but if I didn't put no sugar in it, you wouldn't really like it. It wouldn't even be cake. It'd be like some kind of bread. Come on, let's get real with the conversation. So, I say this for anybody, and this is the plus about being married. And you can say, well, that's like use it. No, it's not. I have seen several people get married. No, sorry, wrong story. I've seen several people not be married, and then the person dies. Their significant other dies, right? Then the family comes in, takes everything that was his or hers, and then they didn't even put their name on didn't even include them into the funeral, didn't put their name in there, and the person could not even make sure the wishes of their significant other was followed through because they didn't have no commitment. So it goes to whoever who's, he wasn't married, so it goes to the mother, father, or it goes to the siblings, or it goes to the kids. But it doesn't go to you. And my thing is, you're the one laid up with this person. You're the one who is nursing this person back together. And a lot of times, well, the people I've seen, the family ain't even there when the person is sick and dying. The family is not the one that's helping taking care, ain't coming over to help you, relieve you, or anything. And then when the person died, then they want everything. Because you guys know funerals bring people to, they get ugly doing some funerals. So think about that. And then where does that leave you with your kids? Because sometimes he's not on the birth certificate or she didn't put you on the birth certificate. So you're going to have to kind of battle to find out if this is really your child or not. So you can have anything say over your own kids. You know what I mean? So these are things that I am talking about that needs to be done right. That is what I'm saying. So I'm telling you right now, this is what you best to get ready to do and get married so you can have some say in it and be able to make sure your kids are taken care of. Or what if the child isn't one of y'all's, but you're like the other mother, and you like the mother, and you do everything, and you want that person to get what they need to get and be able to be over your children. Well, the best way for them to be over your children or anything like that is get married. Now, I'm not saying that the person got the mother or father around that they shouldn't have it unless they're just not participating. But sometimes the mother and parent either don't want to be involved, dead, something happened somewhere in there. You want to be able to make sure that your significant other has that. So marriage might be just some thing going around that you guys, I don't need to be married. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's a horrible thing. I think it's not always there. And I don't think that we understand the significance of it. Now, I know all the negatives that you hear about it. Oh, when you get married, you don't have sex. Oh, when you get married, you can't do this. Oh, when you get married, this happens. What you're getting now, you ain't gonna get. Well, now we're gonna argue about stuff. You don't get along. I see more people when they've been together for 10 years and then they get married, it flops, because marriage is another level of a different understanding. Your mood swings when you're married. Your attitude changes when you're married. I got the remote control in my hand and I see not a press the thing. But all these different things are added when you get married. And so there's this bond and this connection. There's the security that happens when you get married. And like I said, you ain't got to have a marriage like mine. And I wouldn't want you to. I want you to have a marriage like you, because that's what makes it beautiful. So let me tell you the wonderful things about marriage. The wonderful thing about a marriage, you have a lifelong partner. You have a person that now you guys have become one together. Ooh, you know how I do my fingers. You become one together. You have a person that when you're down, they lift you up. When you're happy and they're down, you can look them up. You have a person that you guys can build and bond this wonderful relationship and help raise the kids to be the best that they can be. Now, I'm not saying your kid's going to be great, because there's a 2-household income or there's a 2-household parent. It's going to be better than the other. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying it's a better feeling. That's my husband. That's my wife. And you know that's yours. Like, you ain't got to worry about it. When an argument, you ain't got to be, well, you ain't got no ring on it. Yes, I do. Even if you don't have a ring, I got a certificate on you. We married. And I'm going to tell you, for me, sex is better. I've had it both ways. Sex is better. And I've been married twice. And I'm going to tell you, my first time, I didn't let him be him and me be me. And I had to do it in this marriage. Sometimes when we get in there, we want to be able to tell each other what to do, because we're one, so you just got to do it. You have to melt together. When you do your seasoning to make a cake, you got to put all those ingredients together. Them ingredients by itself ain't good. I mean, sugar is good by itself a little bit. You just sprinkle it, you're all right. But you don't want all that stuff. I mean, salt's all right by itself. You can put a lot. But you sure ain't eat no flour by itself. Baking soda, baking powder. Just think about that. Like, you need all this to blend. And that's what you're doing. And so sometimes you're going to have a hiccup. Sometimes when you crack the egg, there's going to be a shell in there. You got to dig the shell out. And things just got to mesh in a beautiful way, mix it together. And when you guys mix it together and it works, it becomes great. But you guys have to accept each other for who each other are. Sometimes we just want to tell people what to do and do it our way, because we think our ways is always the right way. But for some reason, it don't work like that. Have you ever just put some things together? Matter of fact, here's one. Have you ever just had some McDonald's fries and you dipped it in the Wendy's Frosty? They don't go together, but they go together. You get what I'm saying? They don't, you be like, you dip your fries in some ice cream. Yeah, you got to do it in the Frosty. Don't go over there and get no McFlurry. You got to do it in the Frosty. And so Wendy's trying to make their fries a little bit saltier so you can dip their fries into the Frosty, because they don't want you going to McDonald's to do it. They want you to use theirs. But when you first hear that, you don't go together with that. Or when a pregnant woman wants pickles and ice cream, they just don't mix, but it might actually taste good. You know what I mean? So those are things that you got to understand how your relationship is. Sometimes things just don't fit, but it works. in your relationship. Just don't try to have a relationship like the Joneses. Don't do that to yourself. That's just not even right. I mean, why you gonna even compare yourself to the Joneses? You might be better than the Joneses, you know? You might make your marriage work way better than the Joneses, so why be the Joneses? You know what I mean? So think about that. You know, that's just a saying. So all you Joneses, I am not talking about you. It's just a saying. So these are wonderful things that you can work in your marriage and have a great marriage. And I understand if you're scared of marriage, but don't be scared of marriage. And if you have any advice, please comment below. I'll help you. If you think I'm wrong, comment below. If you think, I get what you're saying, but what about this? Comment below. I'm here to help you out. I want you to subscribe. I want you to hit that bell notification. And I also want you to thumbs it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. And share this video. Share this video. Come on, y'all. Come dance with me. Hey. Marriage is great if we try it. Don't be afraid, let it go. I'm making up stuff while I'm trying to end this video. Bye. See you guys later. Remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Smooches.